from Daily Motor. And today we've got the 2021 Veloster N automatic. Dual clutch, baby. Let's go. Now, I've been particularly interested and excited to drive this car because I love the Veloster N. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, hot hatch option on the market today. It provides an enthusiastic fun factor that not many other cars do. I think the Civic Type R takes itself too seriously. It's too harsh, expensive, too many things to possibly go wrong. I really liked the Focus RS, but that was kind of in with the bang, and then now it's gone, so you can't buy one anymore, so too bad. Veloster N, you've got so many options, and they're all fun. You've got the cool colors, you've got the great dual clutch automatic, you've got the manual, and with Hyundai, you're getting 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, you're getting a solid build quality. And I've been wondering to myself over this last week or so of having the car, if I were buying a Veloster N, would I get the manual or would I get this new 8-speed dual clutch automatic? And I think I've come up with an answer for you. If I were going to be using this car for track driving, or if I lived in a city, did a lot of city type driving, I would be getting the dual clutch. It's very good in all sorts of situations and allows the car to be experienced in a different way. But either of those two things not considered, if I were only going to take it on the track once, maybe twice a year, or if I didn't do a lot of driving, especially a lot of city driving, I'd still be getting the manual. That car's about 100 pounds lighter. I still feel like there's a bit more driving engagement. Even though it's not the best manual transmission on the market, I appreciate the rev matching. It's a good grab. It's just a fun car to tool around in. But the addition of this dual clutch expands the Veloster N's appeal so far because it's the only hot hatch that you can get in an automatic. Now that the Golf R is gone away for the US market, at least for now, manual only in the Civic Type R, manual only in the STI. Yes, I know that's not a hatch, but still cross-shopped with this car. So not only is this your only automatic option, but it's really good as well. I've gotten to spend quite a good amount of seat time in the Veloster N, not only in this one, but in the manual version as well. I've taken it camping, I've taken it out to the track. It's just a good all-around car. It's definitely getting a little bit pricey, but for the right buyer, I think this hits it on the money. And it's great for the Hyundai brand as well. It shows that they can be taken seriously, still know how to have fun. There's so many performance cars out there these days, Civic Type R included, that don't know how to have fun, that don't know how to just be sporty, but also have a good time. They're all about track times and serious driving and everything. Not so with the Veloster N. Another addition for 2021 are these seats. Got a cloth in the middle and fake leather on the sides. I was in between about them initially, but after doing the highway fuel economy test, spending a few hours in the saddle, I can report they are quite good. A little firm on the seat bottom, and the tops are a little bit narrow, so a wider individual might have a bit of discomfort. Highway noise is a bit loud, but after spending about 2 hours in the seat on the highway, I can tell you that it's not that bad, especially for this sort of vehicle in this class. Another thing I think Hyundai does really well is the drive modes. You've got normal, sport, eco, and then N and N custom. I really appreciate N custom because it allows you to tweak all these little individual settings: engine, transmission, limited slip diff, exhaust sound, steering, stability control, and suspension. And that's nice because there are times when you want to hear that cool engine sound, you want to drive a bit aggressively, but you don't want the punishing suspension, especially over some of these awful Michigan roads. And custom allows you to do that. You've also got this little NGS, the N grin shift mode. Adds a bit more torque. And with the power shift, it shifts up to the next gear instantly and with full power, and it kind of yanks you back in the seat. Really gives you a visceral experience. I think today is a really good demonstration of how good this limited slip diff is in the front of this car. It's slick out, and unfortunately this was the only day I had to drive this car, even despite the snow, because the last few days it's been much more snowy, so this is the last day we've got with the car. It's what I had to make work. But the fact that it can grip as well as it can, send power to the right wheels, and get us up and going is really impressive. I actually first drove this transmission in the Sonata N line, and immediately I was impressed with how well it does getting off the line, being smooth when you need to be smooth, and aggressive when you want it to be aggressive. And it's no different here in the Veloster N. Pretty quick turning radius. You can see only one full turn there, 2 in both directions. If you've seen the Veloster N's before, then there's no big surprises for the interior. Fairly Spartan, but I think it works for this type of car. A lot of hard plastics, a lot of grayish type materials, but everything that you do need to touch regularly is solid and satisfying. The blinker, shifter, volume knobs, mechanical parking brake, big win, especially for snowy days like this. Door handle, everything like that feels solid, well put together. The wheel. So I don't have complaints with the fact that there are hard plastics. Things do seem a bit cheap in some of the places. I mean, I'd rather them keep the costs and the weight down. So good on Hyundai there. You are a bit down on some features in the Veloster N, and you can't get heated seats, heated steering wheel, wireless device charging, a few of those other type of things, but you at least have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, 7-speaker Infinity audio system, which sounds okay. If you want to see more on that, check the link in the description for our in-depth sound system review. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just want a core, satisfying, fun driving experience at a decent price, and that's what the Veloster provides. You could get in, get out, day in, day out with this car, and know that you're going to have a good car to drive and have fun doing it. 4 different color options on the Veloster N. I do like this red. I wouldn't buy it. I think it's a little bit too showy for me, and I really like the blue, so I'd either get the Veloster blue or nice black. But I still like the looks of this red. I like the looks of the whole car. I will say, while I'm not bothered by the 3-door design, I actually think it's pretty neat. My one complaint is that I wish the 3rd door were on the other side. Over here on the passenger side, you got a nice short front door, easy to get out of, tight spaces, and then you've got this door where you can just hop in like that. But 2 reasons why I wish it were over here. One, say you've got a backpack on or a bag or things in your arms that you want to put in the back seat. It would be nice to have this door right here that you could just pop open, put things in, and then get in the back. Instead, you have to slap that down, put up the seat, slide it in there tight. And the other downside is this door is huge. So when you're opening up the driver door, you can see it's probably an extra 6 inches to a foot longer than the passenger door. Probably not quite a foot, probably like 10 inches or so. It's harder to get out at gas pumps, parking lots, things like that with this big door. So it'd be kind of neat if they could have swapped those, but oh well. You can get into the back seat like any coupe from the driver's side, and you can ratchet the seat back. It's an okay amount of room back here. Headroom is not great for a 5'10" person, but knee room is good. Seat reclines pretty upright. You wouldn't want to spend a lot of time back here as an adult, but you could do an hour or 2 if needed. And then as you can see, very easy to just open that door and hop on out. The trunk on the N is kind of strange. It's a pretty small opening, but it goes really deep. I've actually fit a full cooler back here before, a lot of other camping gear, so it's a very usable trunk, but as long as you can fit things into the hatch opening. So a good amount of space there. No spare tire, unfortunately. You do have your inflation kit and some spots to store things. And then you can fold the seats as well, which affords you a not really very flat load surface, but a place to put some larger, bulkier items. It is a pretty big space, at least, opening, since it's a hatch. You can pop that off, pop this back, and have a decent amount of space right there, but not quite as big as some competitors. So the Veloster N remains quirky, remains fun, and now with the addition of the dual clutch automatic, is a car that's even more recommendable to many more buyers. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Veloster N, check out our sound system review and our highway fuel economy test, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.